Welcome to this meditation of leaves on a stream. This is a meditation that can be used both to calm us in times of arousal or anxiety, but also as a training to support us to be able to create space between the thoughts that are constantly bombarding us, between ourselves, so that we know that we are separate to the thoughts. The thoughts can come and go, and that they don't define us and our experience. So I invite you for this practice to take a comfortable seated position, or lying down if you would prefer to be lying down. And if you're seated, you're going to find a little bit of integrity through the spine as we find the lengthening, maybe with a little bit of a tuck of the chin, so we're not jutting the chin forward, allowing the neck to be fully integrated into the spine here. And allowing, although the body has this sense of integrity to it, there to be a sense of relaxation here too. So softening into the shoulders and the skin around the face, and allowing to be this feeling of relaxation in the body. You might notice the connection points to the earth underneath you, and feel the sense of support and stability that we are always getting from the earth. And I invite you to just check in with your breath, letting the attention come gently to that rhythmic flow of the air that is coming in and the air that is going out. I invite you to bring into your mind's eye the visualization of a stream. It might be a real stream from your memory, it might be completely imaginary. Maybe it is a seasonal appropriate day, maybe you're in a different season. You might notice here sensations, sounds, feelings. Maybe you can feel the sun on your skin. You can take a seat here next to the stream. And within your visualization here, imagining that there are leaves floating past on the surface of the stream. And you don't need to do anything with them. Just watching the leaves coming down the stream and floating on. And each time that a thought comes into your mind, maybe the thought is, why am I watching leaves? What's going on here? Take that thought and just gently place it onto the leaf that is floating by, and allow that leaf and that thought to float on down the stream and away. And then when a new thought comes, we can take that thought and we can place it onto the next leaf. We're not trying to speed up the leaves, we're not trying to push away the thoughts. We're just allowing the thoughts to move on down the stream. And we'll do this with positive, exciting, interesting thoughts, as well as more challenging or difficult thoughts. Without discrimination, each thought as it arises just placing it on a leaf and letting it float off down the stream. And if you have some time without a thought, then just watching the leaves as they float on by. But for most of us, another thought will inevitably arise. And when it does, you know what to do with it. Just gently placing it onto the next leaf and letting it float down the stream. And sometimes you will become aware of the fact that you have become so engrossed in a thought that you are not looking at the stream anymore. The thought has come and completely taken over your awareness, and that is okay. That is what thoughts do. As you notice this, gently bringing back the visualization of the stream and the leaves, and then that thought that was so alluring and took us away, you can place it on the leaf and let it float off and down and away. And sometimes the thoughts that come are judging our performance at our meditation. Sometimes they're judging whether they like meditating or not, and that's fine. These are also just thoughts. So placing these thoughts also onto the leaf and letting them float away. And each time that we are hijacked by a thought, each time that we release the visualization of the stream, and then we notice, it is in the noticing that we are building up that muscle of awareness, and we can bring the stream back into our mind and place that thought onto the leaf and let it float off down the stream. In placing thoughts onto leaves and letting them float away, we're reminding ourselves that we are not our thoughts. Just because a thought comes into our mind doesn't mean that we have to chase it all around. It doesn't mean that we have to become lost in it. And yet sometimes we still will, and that's okay. But we are building this muscle, this ability to notice and then to guide ourselves back to the stream, to the leaves, and to place the thought on the leaf and allow it to float off down the stream. The next time you place a thought on a leaf, you can allow that to be the last thought that we put on a leaf this practice. And then gently releasing the visualization of the leaf and the stream, becoming aware once again of your body, of its points of contact with the floor, with the earth. And as you bring the attention into the body, I invite you to take any movement that the body wants to take. So listening to your body, maybe playing with different kinds of movement here, seeing what feels good. And gently bringing yourself back into the space that you're in and easing yourself into the rest of your day.